January afternoon. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll PA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On second down, here's Fournette, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From midfield, here's Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Devin White on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a second down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Buccaneers.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown,
punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. No changes here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Buccaneers 6, 49ers 0.
2nd and 8.
I got you. Under 10, 10. He's coming.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Room here to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And the Buccaneers.
Brady now on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
First down.
From the gun, it's Brady. Going deep for Hopkins. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here.
First down, Buccaneers.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but it'll be second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Here's Brady. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
The score, Buccaneers 12. 49ers 9.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. This one complete to Ingram. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. They hand it off to Mostert, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
31.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
9-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Mostert,
the good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks him, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Brady's pass.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
87.
A 22-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. You must be dreaming. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
This time they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach. He said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 21, 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
15 yards.
Fournette, a 1st down carry.
Buccaneers.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
He was covered by...
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run it again with Fournette. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Carrier.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Brady's pass.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown. down of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two. And instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 53 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And on 1st and 10, here's Brady.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
9 on the play. But it brings up 4th.
Brady going to go on 4th down. He's got Evans. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Brady's throw there complete.
Showtime today, baby.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Brady's pass.
Mike Evans, 42 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, well, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin. And down he is a Buccaneer sack. Jason Pierre-Paul in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Looking deep for Julio, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Brady now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second and 1 from the 2.
At the 2.
Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up third and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They'll go with a big bang Fournette. And fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him. Just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big play there. 44 yards. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Now McCoy. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
49ers 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
37-yard line.
And now here is another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted by the Buccaneers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 31.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Brady going to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Final score.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley. The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone, it's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
that's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Brady. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On first down, Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And that's incomplete.
But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And 2.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
10 at the 27-yard line.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. They don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. You have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Jamal Williams.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gun on 3rd down. Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jamal Williams, the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired. But the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run. A shotgun give to Fournette. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes. and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Fournette on the counter. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 34-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Taken about 7 yards deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30.
And again, it's Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funches. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Funches, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Rodgers trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for Tampa Bay.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
38-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones.
Rodgers.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
from just shy of midfield. Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Here's Williams to return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got it to Williams. Sidesteps him at the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 6-yard pickup.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis there to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they are in position now with the lead in the 4th quarter of the NFC Championship game to become the first team ever. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
1st and 10. At their own.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Brady to try again after the pick 6. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Open man is Miller. He's got it. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down.
17 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking down, and that's caught inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs.
To Mike Evans.
Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Packers 35.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, for a second there, I had flashbacks to a few years ago, the NFC Championship game for the Packers, but here they're able to hold on.
And many things changed in Green Bay after that game. Personnel, people coaching, the whole deal. And in this case, they get it done. No fail like they had in Seattle.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
45.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Down at the 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Being chased out left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers add on to their lead.
The extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they open the lead up now to 25. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bucs take over 1st and
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Zadarius Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You've got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And he is all the way up past the 25.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And got his man complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rob Gronkowski, 74 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the rookie's 2nd-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Again, it's Dillon. And now the rookie's free. 20, 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season, but right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.